Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Terraria. So today, a number of things have changed, as you can see. Alright, so it is going to be nighttime shortly. You can see that I no longer have the Platinum Broadsword. Off-screen, I checked out a traveling merchant, and one of the merchants just happened to be selling these katanas. And I bought like 2 or 3. You might be wondering why I bought 2 or 3 of them. But I'll get into that later, hopefully. Anyways, check out the stats on it, and you can see it has 1 more melee damage. It's actually a little bit slower, and it has less knockback, but it has a 19% chance to critical strike. So, the crits with the katana are unreal. Now, what are we doing today? You may remember in my last session, I was running all over the Terraria world, and I was trying to find a demon altar in order to make these summoning items. Yes, I finally made these summoning items. So, you know, I was trying to find the summoning item, or the demon altar to make the summoning items, and I was just like, God, I cannot find this anywhere. Where in the hell is it? And actually, I'm going to wait up here at the platform here just to see if the Eye of Cthulhu will happen to, you know, spawn for me. That would be fantastic, actually. But I was looking all over the world for those demon altars, and I could not, for the life of me, find one. So eventually, I had to end the recording session, and, you know, I did some stuff that I had to do, completely unrelated to Terraria. And, eventually, I got back into Terraria, and I was like, alright, so, I'm gonna find this damn demon altar while I'm not recording. And I looked all over, like, literally everywhere, and there were no demon altars to be found. Anywhere. So I was like, alright, well, I could have sworn I'd seen one, so why aren't they around? And I was trying to find one, I just couldn't find one, it was such a pain. So eventually, I gave in, and I was like, alright, fine, I'm just gonna look this up. So I believe my exact words when I typed into Google was, where are demon altars commonly found in Terraria? I believe that was the exact word-for-word search. And it brought me to a wiki page or whatever, and it talked about the demon altars or whatever. And it said you're most likely to find them in crevices of the corrupted areas. And I was like, okay, well, I have the Crimson, and I've been through there quite a bit, and I didn't see any demon altars. So I was a little confused. I was like, okay, well, then where does that leave me? And then I found a link to just what it's called altars. It was just completely altars. It didn't say demon altars, it just said altars. And I was like, okay, maybe there's more than one kind of altar. Maybe I can use something else here. So I clicked on that link, and I found that in addition to the demon altars, there is in fact a crimson version of the demon altars. It's called the Crimson Altar. And once I saw the picture of it, I slapped myself in the face pretty hard, and I was pretty sad, because it was extremely obvious that clearly I had passed by these Crimson Altars about 5,000 times in the last recording session or so. I was quite sad, very sad. So I went to the Crimson Altar, and I constructed the boss summoning items. I made 4 of each, 4 for the Eye of Cthulhu and 4 for the Brain of Cthulhu. And we're just going to kill these Crimson enemies before dealing with the Eye of Cthulhu. Now you might be wondering, well, why did I make the Eye of Cthulhu if I'm going to be fighting the Brain of Cthulhu for its parts? Well, the reason is very simple. I don't know exactly how much Crimtane ore I'm actually going to need. I also don't know how many of the other parts that I need to make, like the armor and the pickaxe and all of that. I don't know how many of those parts I'm going to get from the Eye or the Brain of Cthulhu. So since I don't know that, I don't know how many times I'm actually going to have to fight him. I may only have to fight the Brain of Cthulhu like 2 times in order to get all the parts that I need for everything else. Which means it would be kind of a waste to fight a more difficult boss for the Crimtane ore when I could just go fight the Eye of Cthulhu. Also, I wanted to fight the Eye of Cthulhu first, kind of as a warm-up, because I have not fought him in a while. And he's very similar to the Brain of Cthulhu. So anyways, let's go ahead and use that item. And we are summoning the Eye of Cthulhu. Alright, and we're going to do this without potions this time. Alright, second phase already. And that is that. That was extremely easy, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's the warm-up round, I guess. Not much of a warm-up, even for that. That was pretty sad. Yeah, I guess I really don't need potions for the Eye of Cthulhu at all. So anyways, we are going to well, I'll go ahead and put all that stuff away real quick, and then I will go and deal with the Brain of Cthulhu, and I'm gonna go down into the other area to deal with the Brain of Cthulhu. Just because I feel like it would be more natural to do so. And actually, you know what? I should probably make some of these better healing potions, shouldn't I? I should probably make a couple of those, shouldn't I? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'll have 5 of those. They only heal 100 to life, but, you know, it's still a lot better than otherwise. So, what else did I get? Oh, Crimson Seeds, yeah. I guess I'll go ahead and deposit those. And we'll put those back and those back. And we will put the Bloody Spine up here. Okay, so that worked out rather well. So now, let's go see if we can make that work against the Brain of Cthulhu. So, along the way we will see one of the Crimson Altars that I did not realize was what I would use to craft the boss items. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, here's 2 of them right here. These are the Crimson Altars right here. So this is what we use to make the boss summoning items. You can see that the Demon Altar icon here is actually lit up because this is essentially a substitute for the Demon Altar. So yeah, I'm a little sad, especially since I tried to destroy one and blow it up. I was wondering what the hell these things were for a while, and I had no idea what they actually were. Well, turns out they're the altars that I need. Who knew? Certainly not this box. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and fight the Brain of Cthulhu down here. You might be wondering why. Because with the boss summoning item, technically I can fight him anywhere that I want, right? But if you were doing this naturally, you would be fighting him where you broke all the hearts and whatnot, and that would be down here. So it only makes sense to fight him down here, I think. What the hell is going on with my... Something was really weird was going on with my controls there. You know, we're just gonna make this deal with the nymph. Die, nymph. You're being an annoyance. You can burn and die to the rain. So anyways, without too much further ado, let us begin. Alright, so the brain of Cthulhu has awoken, and him I'm going to use all my potions on. All of them. So there's both those, and then I want to bring my healing potions up here. Ah! And actually, it's probably a good idea to use the, if I can, the, thing here. This will definitely help deal with all of these creepers. Ah, damn! Okay, this boss fight is no joke, for sure. So I think it's the tissue samples that I needed to make the other stuff. So even if I lose here, I might be okay. Let me switch back to this and re-summon that. That'll help out a little bit more. Oh god. So this is the second phase of the brain of Cthulhu that didn't last any amount of seconds, really. Okay, so yeah, once you're not in the once you're not in the worst position ever to fight the brain of Cthulhu, fighting the brain of Cthulhu seems to be relatively easy. So I'm just gonna run around here and grab some of my arrows back. They're kind of scattered all over the place here. Yeah, more demon altars down here, crimson altars, I guess they're technically called. So, all kinds of stuff all over the place that I didn't know. I didn't know, guys. I didn't know. Okay, so we got 160 cryptine ore from all of that. I got 85 tissue samples. Wow. Okay. And I also got some vile powder. It removes the hollow. The hell is the hollow? I have no idea. But yeah, so that was the last boss that I've actually really seen much of anything about. So, I mean, when I started this playthrough, I pretty much said that it was going to be like a blind playthrough of Terraria. And for the most part, it still really is. I don't really know a whole hell of a lot about anything that goes on in Terraria. But now it is absolutely blind, because I've seen none of the other bosses. I've heard about them, and I kind of vaguely know where they are and how to summon them, but I don't really know a whole lot besides that. So we're going to go ahead and get the crimtine ore out. We'll get our crimtine bars out. And now, let us see about this. Oh yeah, that added a lot of stuff. So, the flesh catcher, the tendon bow, and the bloodlust cluster, I believe, were all things we could make before, as well as the blood butcher. Now, the Deathbringer pickaxe. Oh, this is able to mine hellstone. Well, it's got 70% pickaxe power, which compared to that, which is only 59, so that's definitely going to be an improvement. What does it require? It requires 12 crimtine bars and 6 tissue samples. Okay, that's not a whole lot for the tissue samples. Here we have the flesh grinder. 24 melee damage, 4% critical, very slow speed, average knockback, 55% hammer power. I'm not sure Why? Oh, right. I was thinking of the meteor thing. I was like, why would you make that when you could make the ham axe thing? But that was made out of meteor. That's right. The meatball. That's an interesting one. So anyways, all that requires Crimtane, obviously. The Crimson Helmet is very interesting. And are these... Yes, the Crimson Scale Mail and the Crimson Greaves. Okay. So I just need to make more Crimtane bars for all of that. Which is fine, because I've got lots of Crimtane ore now. So that's perfectly fine. So now I have that. So I'm going to go ahead and make the Deathbringer pickaxe, because that's just going to be a lot better than the current pickaxe that I have. And actually, let me go ahead and put away some of the various items that I got. Oh, I got some healing potions off of that. Okay, cool. And we will put away the lenses and the vertebrae over here. Let's see, what else can I put away? I can put away some of that clay and dirt and stuff. Might as well.